Hello everyone. So it is Thursday. Now I feel like I've been a little bit all over the place this week. So I'm going to start a new vlog today, and I'm sorry the last one ended just with me getting on that tube and then, oh no, it wasn't on the tube. It was at the airport and then nothing really happened after that. So I had a great day in London yesterday. I really enjoyed it. It was great though, I have to say, as an introvert and someone who considers themselves to just be a little bit of a hermit, there was no better feeling than getting off that plane, getting into my car. That's a big deal in itself because I obviously only learned to drive like last November. Oh, that's when I passed the test, sorry, not when I learned. I've been learning for a long time. So anyway, it's the first time I've got off the plane from Dundee and just hopped into my car. And I got home in daylight-ish because it was like 9, 9:15. And there was just that feeling of when I put like my key into my house just to like open the door, that feeling of like, I'm home. Do you know that feeling? And I thought, I am so glad I didn't stay like the night or stay in a hotel or something like that to sort of prolong the trip any longer. So yeah. So today I actually have a little bit of toil. Now it's in the afternoon now. I had an appointment this morning in my local village, so I had to do that. And then I just came home. I've had a spot lunch, and now I'm just thinking, I think I might go back out again. So what I'm needing to wash my car. I've discovered that one of the local villages called Pittenweem actually has a car wash. I pulled up to it the other night, by the way. I went for fuel. And if you've been watching my channel for a wee while, you know how anxious I get about the fuel thing. When I got to the fuel cap, it was like totally different to what I'm normally like deal with, because you have to pay for it first and then put in the fuel. I didn't know that. So I'm like putting this fuel in and nothing's coming out. So I had to ask for help, and I just felt so panicked. So all my worst petrol fueling nightmares just came true. So that was that. And then I just looked across the road and I'm like, oh, there's actually a car wash over the road. So I thought, great, I've managed to get fuel in the car. I'm going to go and just wash this. Get over there, get it parked up. I'm thinking, like, I'm going to be an organised queen here. And then it was coins only. I was determined to find a coin in my car to pay for that. I was in every pocket, every bag, like under the seats and everything. I didn't have a bean to pay for that. So, and I don't even know where the nearest cash machine is from there, so that just wasn't happening. I was a bit disappointed because I'd kind of psyched myself up for that. So the petrol was card only, but the car wash was coin only, so I'm like, make that make sense. Anywho, right, so I feel like I might go and do that today, and I think I'm going to pop to the Co-op because I'm needing new flowers for the house. Excuse me. And I'm like, do I go to Bowhouse and then do all of that backwards? Because if we go to Bowhouse first, then I can do all of that on the way back. Yeah. Yeah, I'll decide. Right, I'll have a wee think. Hello everyone. So it is like mid-afternoon and I've come out to Bowhouse and I'm sitting actually outside on their courtyard, which is up above, so I'm looking down onto the courtyard. And I thought I'll just come out and get a little coffee. I'm going to have to get decaf because it's so late in the day now. So yeah, I thought I'd just treat myself. I actually just remembered, I'm actually finding this hard to talk about. But last night when I was on the plane, I was determined that I was going to be getting off that plane first. That I've actually left my new book, The Creative Act, on the plane. I was so gutted about this. And I'm like, do you think they would put that in Lost and Found? I'm not sure if they would or not, but it was £20 and I'm like, I was only halfway through it, so I'm kind of in my head, like, I think at first I was trying to like be in denial that it happened, but now the day's gone on, I just feel sad about it. I'm like, oh, so yeah. Right, I'm just having this little, it's actually a decaf cappuccino because it's late in the afternoon. And I'm going to be honest and say, I feel like over the last few weeks, I've just kind of lost like all sense of my routine. I've talked about this a little bit before because I have had this like building move thing going on, and it's just like everything else round about that has just went ski whiff. Not my personal building, my work building, but it just does mean like I'm in different places and not like following the same routine every day, and it's just kind of like throwing me off a bit. So I'm sitting here writing in this notebook, which by the way is from Sostren Green. It's actually a great one for your handbag. The quality of their stationery is fantastic, and it's only £2.94, so really good. Anyway, I was writing in this and I put in here about needing to think about this morning routine again, because I've not had a morning routine for quite a few weeks now, and it's just kind of like everything else is a bit ski whiff. And today I've also got my day off, but I'm also like loads of things I could be doing and getting on with, but I literally haven't done anything of value or being productive. And I'm not saying for 1 second that every moment you have to yourself has to have some kind of productive thing, far from it, but I'm just like, I have a million and one things I could have done with this day, and I've done like hee-haw basically. So I need to stop. This is one thing I've written down, is I've actually, the office space that I have next to my bedroom, which is a spare room I turned into an office when I first moved in about 5 years ago, that space is so badly needing refigured. All the stuff that I decluttered kind of got put in there, and I really need to sort that out, get rid of it, and then refigure that space. For whatever reason, it just doesn't work for me, and I never use it, but I could make use, like better use of it. And I'm also thinking about the future of this channel, and I think it's coming up to the autumn months, winter months, and at the moment I'm thinking about like kind of cozy hobby vibes, or like, you know, like that kind of thing. And I'm like, other than my living space, which you see quite regularly, I don't really have another space where I can just kind of do like hobby stuff, because that room has become a dumping ground basically. It was the last thing I ever wanted that room to be. I tried for so many years for it not to be that, and it just has become that. So that needs to be fixed. What's the other thing I've got on here? Oh yeah, I've been enjoying this this TikTok channel. I can't remember the girl's name. I think her name's Kate, and she does this like sort of, it's like a bit of a mini series around solo dates and what she does like solo. And I suppose I kind of do that anyway, because, well, I am solo. But I feel like I could maybe make it more into like an actual series of like things that I actually do living solo. So that's something I maybe want to explore a bit more. I really like that. The other thing I have on here is The Artist's Way. Now, I started this back, I think, was it February, March time or something like that, and you really have to dedicate to the process, but I feel like I would like to return back to that. I don't know if I'm just grieving the fact I lost the creative act book yesterday, but yeah. Anyway, I suppose the other thing I've just said is just actually feeling like things are just a bit messy at the moment, and just not really knowing where to start. And I just feel like I feel a bit overwhelmed. So I've got down here a new morning routine. Hear me out. I've got 5 AM, which is quite early, but it's not that early for me, given that I think my evening routine, which I should probably write down, is going back to the Fairmont in the evening, and I should be quite strict with myself and say that I go to the Fairmont regardless of whether I'm working in the office, working home, or whatever. That has to become part of my evening routine. So my morning routine regardless should be 5 AM, morning pages from The Artist's Way, my hot lemon water, which I've not been doing at all, a quick tidy of the house, so that keeps on top of that, and also listen to classic FM at the same time, so that it's got like that kind of romanticised life sort of vibe to it. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere now. This has helped just to like get my thinking out, because yeah, I just feel like completely like stuck. Like, so yeah. Hello everyone, so I'm at the co-op. I'm going to go and see what their flower selection is like. I'm not in the mood for going all the way to M&S today, so I'm going to see what flowers I can get in the co-op. I have no idea what to expect, but needs must, we'll give it a try. Had a lovely coffee at Bowhouse, really enjoyed that. It was a decaf, as I said. As I was coming out of Bowhouse, one of my subscribers shouted my name, and I looked behind me and I'm like, oh, hi, or whatever. And so we had a really nice conversation. So I know he'll be watching this because I think he actually commented that I didn't upload yesterday. So I'm sorry about that. So hello, and yes. What I was going to say about that is if you are local and you do see me around, then please do say hello. Honestly, it like literally makes my day. And I will also like speak back happily because I think if I was to see someone like who's a vlogger, God, I don't even know if I would call myself that. It feels a bit like I'm calling myself like an influencer or something. But if I was to see someone like that in public, I wouldn't know whether to say hello or not because I'd feel like, oh, maybe like they don't want them to bother them or something like that. Like truly, like say hello. Even if you don't want to stand and have a chat, just be like, oh hey, or like watch your YouTube channel or something. Honestly, it like literally makes my day. So yeah, if you would do that, that would be great. Anywho, right, let's go and see if we can get... Oh, actually, there's another thing I was going to say on that. So when I was chatting to him, he said he booked the boat trip that I did in North Berwick, like 2-3 weeks ago now, on the back of the fact that I had done this. So I'm just like so excited for him because I think it's going to be amazing, and I think he's got a slightly different day planned for when he gets to North Berwick. But also I'm just like, how funny is that he's actually booked it on the back of like watching one of these videos. It's weird because like I've talked about this before, but it's like I'm literally sitting here with my phone right now, so I forget that people actually watch this. And it's just like, there was another lady who kindly if you're watching, hi, is from, I think, is it New Zealand, and she was commenting the other day, and it's like in my brain I'm just like, oh my goodness, like someone all the way in New Zealand is watching this, and then it blows my mind that someone really local is also watching it, and it's just like, it's crazy. I'm really, really happy with just like how this is going, to be honest. So yeah, anywho, before I get too sentimental, let's go and get these flowers.